Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Figure 8 with us, and he can say his name and what he does in the band.
I'm Ryan. I play guitar and I sing and I record the songs and write them.
Awesome. So my first question, Ryan, I asked every band, how would you start out Figure 8? How'd you get your members? Or how'd you actually start out like writing music? Because I don't know if this is like a project you do with like other people that you have come on and they play along with you, or is it more so just you do like most of the writing and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's kind of like I like write the music and record it, and then I have a band who plays with me live. It's kind of like I guess I always like to think of it as like a say anything kind of deal.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, when I was like in middle school, that was like my favorite band. I was like, oh, you can do that and be like the guy who just does the writing and stuff. So yeah.
So how did you kind of start out doing it? Obviously, you mentioned like one of your influences is like say anything. So like, what made you want to do it as like a kind of like a solo project in and of itself versus like maybe being in a band and having band members and like kind of having a collective thought? I mean, I can understand that being, somebody who does their own thing and has like their own thing.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to say I'm very controlling, but I like to have my I like to have my opinion of the project and how it goes and how it goes in the future. So like what made you think like, oh, I need to do this as kind of like maybe more of a solo endeavor versus like having bandmates?
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of relate to that. I wouldn't say I'm too controlling, but I definitely enjoy. I enjoy working with people if it like if we vibe together. But I feel like when I started this, it was kind of like after I finished high school, and I had done the whole thing in like high school with bands where like everybody writes and like stuff like that. But I never really had found people who I like kind of like gelled with musically like too much. So I was just like I just want to do my own kind of thing. Just like I can just like do all the writing and like see how that goes. And so yeah.
Do you have somebody that kind of like that you like trust that's like in your wheelhouse that like if you send them a song they're like, this is like my honest opinion about it? Like, do you have people that give you feedback on like what you write? Because I think for me, like, I have some people that do solo work that have been on the channel before, and they'll send me stuff just because it's something that I do naturally. It's something that I do as like something fun that I enjoy. But do you have like people that give you like your own feedback on like your writing, like as in its like infancy and like like the baby stages of the music?
Yeah, I feel like in the past I've had like a few like one or two people who I'd send like music to, but in recent times I feel like I'm gaining more people who I can trust like and send music to. But I'm still very much um like when we were putting out this first single that we put out, like I
Mhm.
sent it to my friend Ben, who's like our manager and like helps us out, and like that was the first time he really heard the song. So like here it is, you know. But yeah, and even like some of my like closer friends, like they didn't really hear the song until it came out, and I was just like, okay, cool, they like it. That's but yeah.
That's always a good feeling too, because like again, I love kind of hearing it in its like baby stages of like when it's like first like the demo sort of stage, and then like when you finally hear it, it's just like, wow, maybe they changed up some things, or they like listen to how like maybe I thought like this critique was a little bit better, or I think like something like that. I always love that. I don't know if like you know you would ever consider doing that with me, because I understand like it's a tight knit circle and you want to have people that like know your music and like know who you are and stuff like that. But I always appreciate that because I think it's cool to get a different perspective in that way, because like I feel like it would be very hard for like someone to like because you're like always I assume you're always like that like like there's something that's always got to be fixed about it, or like there's like little
Yeah.
nitpicky sort of things, and like I appreciate those people that kind of like keep the work like grounded, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
um
Yeah, I I definitely feel like, yeah, I mean, so like we have the album coming out in like a few months, and it's actually still not 100% done. And there's still things I'm like tweaking on it, but everything's kind of like in motion, so I have to finish it. But yeah, I'm definitely the funny thing too is like some of the songs are like a few years old that are gonna be on this album, and I'm still kind of tweaking, but I'm hoping it comes out good.
It's a job that's never done, but I hope you come out with something that you're excited about. I love the single. I thought it was really awesome, and
Thank
like I'm
you.
definitely excited to hear the rest of it. But my next question, Ryan, getting into some more like fun stuff. What are some favorite venues in your local area that you like to play shows at, or see a show at in your free time?
Well, I'm from Long Island, and the uh, the staple for local shows is a place called Amityville Music Hall,
Yes, I've heard
and
of
that's
it. Yep.
where, yeah, it's like everybody plays there like all the time, and it's like, and there's also like a place down the block which is called the Revolution, which I kind of don't like at all, but that's where like if a bigger band comes to town, they'll play there. But like for it's not that great for like local shows, but AMH, that's like kind of like it's been there forever, and it's like it's not going anywhere, which is good. And yeah, that's basically like the main kind of like venue. Other than that, like there's some in Brooklyn that I like. There's what's that place called? There's like Bushwick Public House is cool, like
Okay.
Gold
Yeah.
Sound,
Gold Sounds.
cool.
Yeah.
What's that other place I like for like for like smaller shows? Can't really remember, but yeah, those are a few places that are cool, and we've played there before. All those
Awesome.
places.
Awesome. Yeah, I've definitely heard of Amityville Music Hall. Like I live in New Jersey, so it's not too far away, and like I know I would
Mhm.
love to see a
Yeah,
show out in Long Island. I feel like they have a strong scene, so it'd definitely be cool to hear some
yeah,
stuff. And I do see the name like venue wise passed around, so maybe if
yeah.
I'm ever up in the Long Island area, I'll go check out a show. But my next question, Ryan, another musical related question in terms of the venues. What was the last show that you attended?
Wait. It's what was the last show I went to? Oh, the last show I went to was on Saturday. I was invited to go see this band Bad Luck, who I didn't really know about beforehand, but they're half of them are from Long Island. That was at the Factory, yeah. Um, that was alright. I don't know. That was
Hey,
just the
listen.
like the last show. Yeah.
There you go. That's a last minute show, and I appreciate it. Definitely, I'll have to check them out when I get a chance to. But
Yeah.
my
Like,
next question,
they're kind
Ryan,
of.
what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna be like, yeah, they're like pop punky kind of
Okay,
stuff.
I'm about that
That's
stuff.
it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my next question, Ryan, what are some of your musical influences? I know you said say anything earlier, but you can kind of
Mhm.
add on to that list.
Yeah, definitely like middle school, like Say Anything, like my first like favorite band, like as like a person who was becoming a teenager and like venturing out to find their own music. But I'd say I'd have to put Say Anything in like top five. Like I always like Story So Far, Title Fight, those kind of bands. I love like the Get Up Kids, and yeah, like um I'm also into like the Counting Crows. I don't know. It's just like I have a very weird music taste as of late, but I would say those are a few that definitely influenced me.
Hey, it's not weird, man. We all like different stuff, so I can't.
Yeah,
There's probably some bands that you don't like that I like, so it's definitely, that's why music's there, and that's why bands exist like that. So I like the
yeah,
list. Definitely,
yeah,
I definitely a big Say Anything fan. Haven't listened to like the most recent stuff, but I much like yourself, when I was growing up in high
yeah,
school, like those Say Anything records were fantastic.
yeah.
Uh,
Those ones were good, but the most recent one he put out was actually okay. But everything else this decade has been not that great. And yeah, I just think it's funny. I like the Counting Crows. It's like kind of stupid, but they're alright. They're really emo.
Yeah, they are. They're the original
Yeah,
emo band.
they are.
Anyway, my next question, Ryan, kind of the segue to influences. Who have you been jamming? Who's on your Spotify? Who have you just been listening to
Hmm.
as of late?
You know what? Let me pull up my Spotify because I always forget. I definitely I was listening to some I was listening to some Prince recently.
Interesting. Okay.
Um, and then I was actually listening to a little bit of Counting Crows again,
There you go.
and some Juice World recently, like Soccer Mommy, um, a bunch of stuff. A lot of Frank Ocean
Oh,
too, and
nice.
like
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar, he's good. Yeah, so a bunch
I'm,
of different stuff.
I'm about the Frank Ocean. I'm kind of surprised about the Frank Ocean and the Juice World. I was not. Those were two that I wasn't like immediately when I thought of like your type of music. I was like, those
Oh
are the
yeah,
two bands that I
definitely.
was definitely thinking about on the top of my head.
Yeah,
But definitely cool. I like how you're drawing from like hip hop and like R&B, soul kind of stuff.
yeah. I like that one song, "Lucid Dreams" by Juice World, and then
Oh, okay.
recently, "All Girls Are the Same." I've been jamming that. It's a good
Oh,
one.
okay. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
But,
it. Next question,
yeah.
Ryan. Another fun one. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh wow. I mean, a lot, but I like to. I played an acoustic show recently, and I always like to play the song "Mint Car" by The Cure. It's a
Oh,
fun
okay.
one, and
Okay.
I've been meaning to actually. I want to like record like a cover of it because I really like the song. So I haven't yet, but if that would be the next one to do, if there is a time.
Hey, there you go. And maybe people can
Yeah.
weigh in on the comments and maybe they could let you know which one to do next in terms of a cover
Yeah.
song. Aw-
Definitely.
awesome. Next question, Ryan. Another fun one. Favorite food to eat?
Well, I'm a big Mexican food fan. Um, of like I frequent Taco Bell a lot. Um,
So do I
but
still.
yeah, I wouldn't say that's too like special or original, but any good Mexican place I'm usually down with. Yeah.
I'm about that. I feel like we're like connecting on that Taco Bell level, and I'm about
Yeah.
that.
Waffle Blast, great shit.
You know it. You know it. Next question, Ryan. If you could pick somebody to collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist on your next record or a producer you would like to work with in the future, who would it be?
um, well, I'm gonna go and be that guy and say I would like to work with Will Yip. That'd be sick. But that's some fucking money right there to do that. But he's of course great producer as everyone knows. So yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. I like his stuff, like everything he did last year, which I'm like completely blanking on. Were like all great. I know he's done some records recently, and I just like am drawing a blank right
Yeah.
now. But he's fantastic producer. I love his stuff. But that would be cool. I definitely like to hear that. Will Yip, if you like somehow stumble upon this video, hit up my boy Ryan here.
Hit
Uh,
me up.
My next question, Ryan. Since you do a lot of the stuff in the band, if there was another musical instrument that you could be like really good at, what would it be?
Hmm. Um, I like the piano. I can play it a little bit, but if I could like be good at it, that'd be cool. Like, yeah.
Just rip it up. Just have some like sick piano like cordage going
Yeah.
on. You know, some
I
good.
would. It seems like a fun instrument, but it's very complicated.
I mean, it is. It definitely is. Hopefully, maybe next record, who knows, might happen.
Yeah.
You might get super insanely talented at the piano the next time we talk, and then you'll just be releasing
Yeah.
like a solo piano record or something.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to give me piano lessons, then I would maybe it will happen.
There we go. There we go. My next question, Ryan. I'm gonna preface this with if you're a video game fan, because I feel like as of recently, I've been having some bad luck with people that aren't video game fans, but I myself am. So I always love posing this question to people. If you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Oh, I'm probably like not the guy to ask that either.
It's
um,
okay though. But I feel like you can creatively come up with something. Just like I don't
um,
care if it's generic or not. It's fine. I totally
I
expect
like
that.
the Fox guy who's in Super Smash. That guy.
It's Fox.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or
Awesome.
yeah.
That's it. We're going with Fox. All right. I like that. I'm about that.
Yes.
There we go.
I
Awesome.
know he has his own game, I think, right? But yeah.
Oh man, this was great. I didn't want to put you on the spot on that because, like, I feel like not everybody is a video game fan, but just I don't know,
Yeah.
like for some reason I've just been like I got that bad luck about it, but hopefully it'll turn around soon. Anyway, getting back into the music related questions, if you could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Like I'm making the tour, I'm playing the tour.
I feel like you should be a part of it. Like it's your dream tour, like why wouldn't you be a
True.
part of it?
Um, hmm. I would put, I mean, okay, I do title fight because then they can come back and play shows again. And then I put the Hotelier because they're also kind of MIA.
They
And
are.
then, um, hmm. And then the Rat Boys because they're really good live. And then maybe we'll be opening. That would be a cool tour. Yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd be about that. I
Yeah.
would totally go to that. That'd be neat. Let's make it
I
happen.
actually, yeah, I think those two bands would really go well together. But yeah.
There we go. It's just making a sick lineup, Ryan, that hopefully
Hell
may happen
yeah.
in the future. Anyway, next question, kind of to follow up, the best dream tour you could come up with. Who, in your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
Um, well, the Rap Boys, who I just mentioned, they're really good live. I like Angel Dust. They're cool
Oh,
live.
okay.
Um, they got a lot of energy. And hmm, who else? I mean, there's like so many, but I don't know. I think those off the top of my head, those two are really good.
There we go. I feel like the common thing about whenever I do interviews is like somebody will message me afterwards and be like, "This was my answer for that one that I like couldn't think of because I was on the spot."
Yeah.
So if you hit me up with some stuff later, I'll put it in post. But anyway, next
Definitely.
question, Ryan. Another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie.
Hmm. Well, recently I've been watching this one Netflix show. It's called Love, but
Okay.
um, it's got this guy Gus on it, so I just know of it as like Gus. And he's the main character. Favorite movie? I'm not like too big of a movie guy, so I can't really like. I don't know. I might have to pass on this. I don't really. I'm not really good with
If
movies.
you're more of a TV fan, you can give me another TV show.
Well, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a classic, and I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, and she's been my celebrity crush for a while. So I'll do
There you go. I'm about that
that.
answer. So cool. Anyway, next question, Ryan. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one album you could bring with you, what album would it be?
That also another hard one, but maybe I'll pick something to write home about from the Get Up Kids because I was listening to that recently again, and I was like, this is a great album. There's nothing wrong about this, so I'll pick that one.
There we go. Awesome. Lastly, Ryan, tell them about your band, where they can find you at, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
Well, we got an album, May 24th. It's coming out. Any Given Flower. You can find us on Instagram. It's figure8li, and Twitter is also figure8li, I believe. Figure8 on Facebook. We're on Spotify, Apple, all the streaming sites, yada yada. For shows, we don't have too much shows booked as of now, but we should be doing stuff come summer. We might have like a tour coming up, but it's still in the works. But yeah, for now, just we got a single coming out next week, so that should be cool. Another one, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, go check out Ryan. Go check out Figure Eight. Huge shouts to Becky over at Big Picture. She's phenomenal. Gotta show her some love. But go check out Figure Eight. Awesome stuff. Like I said, I was able to listen to some of the music that you had put out, and that maybe isn't out yet, but I'm excited to listen to. Nonetheless, definitely a band that like is in my wheelhouse. I love like old school emo sort of stuff, and I feel like you definitely evoke that sort of old school emo vibe. So I'm all about it. Definitely check the links in the description to find out about Figure Eight. They'll all be down there. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go follow him on social media, and get excited for the record that comes out in May. It's gonna be awesome. Excited for you all to hear it. And if you enjoyed this interview, like, share, subscribe. It goes a long way. And thanks, of course, to Ryan for coming on, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com, and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.